To another stream today, yes. More Baldur's Gate. Loving it. Loving Baldur's Gate so far. We are actually on a quest right now to see if we can't level up one more time. It's very important that we can try to get one more level in, you know, so just give me 2 seconds while I check the stream sound. Let's turn that up a sec. Just give me 2 seconds while I check. It's looking good. It's also sounding good. And we will. Yeah. Right. So there's possibly more stuff we can do in this village. Possibly. This woman, we ended up like being very negative towards this woman. She wanted us to leave her alone though.
I promise my shield and my sword, Vigilant One. Let them be my courage.
Maybe we'll be able to talk. No, she won't talk to us.
Go away. It's hard enough reading these tracks without you stomping all over.
And a pack of Zephyrian.
What do you expect me to do about it? I don't have the fists to take on a Zentarim base. We're stretched thin as it is. Just stay out of their way, and hope they stay out of yours.
Okay, see, she's very angry too.
Shy away from a fight, then it's probably a fight best avoided.
Gods, look what they did to him. That could have been me. Barely.
Do you know him?
He was a new recruit, but he was a flaming fist. That made us better than brothers.
Okay. Right, so you can. There are two ways up here. You either come in through this place here. And you can see it's this way in here. It's supposed to be a guy. There's a corpse in there, just on the floor, right? Thought there was a way in. There's a way to put all this out. It's a water barrel. So we didn't manage to get the guy out. He ended up dead. So what we need to do is see if his body see if we can talk to his corpse, right? I wonder if a bag of holding is actually even a thing in this.
What's in here?
Loads of food around. Let's grab all the food. Courgette. Oh, bagels. There's a bunch of bagels laying around. Let's grab the bagels. There's a bunch of baguettes on the table. Some mashed potato. Potato wedges. Ugh, actually, I don't like potato wedges. Right, someone said there's like a really strapped for food later in the game, but we've got like nearly got over 2,000 food at the moment. We keep stealing it from everywhere, so I think we do all right when it comes down to it. I don't know though. We're already starting to feel like we keep having to do like a long rest after every single encounter ends up with a long rest after it. So we're already feeling that way now. It's definitely going to be getting worse, you know, as time goes by. Empty bucket of fish. Already checked everywhere. Oh, wooden crates. Oh, I saw like some tomatoes. Definitely need. Should really just steal all the food, right? It is a. Doesn't actually count as something we can look in, apparently. Oh no, there it is. That's it. That's a hat. It says not food. Fried sausage. Fried sausage. Shelves? No. There's more barrels of water. Look. I think we'll pick up the barrels of water, we'll send it back to the base. That's the fish head counts as one. Wooden barrel. Water. Right. Okay, off to a bad start, right? Sure, most people would say we're off to a bad start. We're already distracting ourselves, picking up a load of random crap. Send a camp, right? And then this can be sent to camp as well. Let's grab the next one. What are we on? 43? It's not massively over encumbered. Right, so you might think that, I'll be honest with you, I feel like they give you enough of these barrels because you're supposed to use it to like stop the fire from spreading, but to be honest with you, you can really only carry one at a time, unless we change to Carlax. You can carry a few, but then it's like they don't really let you throw them properly, and we tried to put out the flames with the barrels. It actually doesn't. You can use the water pump to fill up buckets, but then when you throw the bucket, of water, you actually lose the bucket. You actually literally throw the bucket. So it's kind of like, what do we do? Right, is that really it? Looks like that might be it. Okay. Behind the bar. Porridge. And like a beer. Right, so we're gonna go talk to the corpse again. Actually, I don't think we spoke to the corpse actually. Grab this painting, they're always worth something. Sell paintings to people. One. Tea. I thought we checked all of this. Wait.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
She has create water.
Let's see this done.
Look at that.
At least things stayed interesting.
Why did all the fire come back? Why are we getting electrocuted?
Well, some rest's better than none.
Do I have my one per long rest? I haven't got it equipped. swapped it for something else, didn't I? Yes. Ah, corpse is too damaged because on fire. See? He had potato porridge as well. Let's grab that. You should get out. The corpse is too damaged. I literally spoke to a pile of like intestines on the floor before. I have a hard time thinking that the corpse is too damaged. Why are you guys stuck in there?
What's the story?
Let's come out.
A long way to go still.
Keep a blade close.
Right, okay. Not ideal. Set on fire a little bit. Why are you not able to walk through this area? Come on. Look at beer.
Well, hello.
Shouldn't have
It won't
wished
let
to
me
live in more
move again.
interesting
He screwed
times.
there and then it wouldn't let me move out. Look at beer. Spoken door. Lots of wine laying around. Well, I'm kind of glad we come back to check this area out. I like that it puts like useless things like candles and stuff like that. They put it at the bottom of the list. So like, once you get down to where the candles are, you know that you don't need to keep searching down that list for anything else. Let's take this one. You know what? Instantly goes and proves me wrong on that one. What was the? It's not like it goes based on which was the closest items to which ones are the furthest away, because it'll have you climbing up and down ladders constantly, going back and forth between everything. So there's a lot of this wine here. Probably picked up like 15 bottles of it now. So you know what? This corner here. Plum fizz. Wine goblets, only worth 1. A loot worth 14. So take it. Alice chair. Like you could probably just take like all. Even though I know it's true anyway. You can take all of the actual. All of the furniture and everything. Just sell it. Just imagine. Where's this cupboard? Oh, it's upstairs. Stop it. Stop it. Stop! I don't know why it scans through the floor either, to be honest with you. Seems a bit silly to scan through the floor. I don't actually know. Right, we're gonna go see if it tells us that we can't come back if we choose the mountain path on this side. It's probably true.
Harassed! Another one! Keep back, Flatface! I know how to handle myself.
No interest in harming you unless you force my hand.
Aren't you
Realistically.
with that other lot down at the bridge?
Works
The
out.
ones with the dragon?
They're looking at me. They maybe my kin you will investigate.
Then we've a problem. I can't have you running off to tell your friends about me. I'm going to have to be sure you stay quiet.
Oh.
Magresham.
Did I say the wrong thing? You chose poorly, my friend. Elika? I just like all of these people with names like feel like they could be characters that we're like murdering that we could have on our team. I have no idea who can be on our team.
Let's have some cup.
Overall.
To the death.
Really? Nice.
Blood comes easy these days.
Fireball. No fireball. Killed herself. Oh well. What can you do? Right, she wasn't.
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is
Literally like 2 feet away from her is where the Githyanki on the bridge are. What she's talking about.
Chance, Istik. Now burn.
Uh-oh. The guy might have made a poor choice. Oh, my bridge!
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
Can we kill them? Please. Pretty please.
Where are they? Within land. Yeah, oh they are, they're down there. Let's go down. And you know what?
Feeling fresh?
Let's go. See, can we fight the dragon? I feel like fighting the dragon would be a terrible, terrible idea. Right? It can't be right.
Her lips don't move. Do you hear her voice?
Hey, it's Lizelle.
Keep your lips sealed.
Hey, we might get Lizelle back. We might actually get Lizelle here.
Short. Lead me to...
Shh. Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the skin clean from your meat. Yet you are not bleeding, for I am nothing if not merciful. Your name, child.
Sorry. Let's Lizelle speak.
Lae'zel.
Lae'zel. Proud, regal even.
You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Voss, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say.
A Geich vessel has fallen from the sky, Lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious.
It is polyhedric in shape and inscribed with the sacred runes of our people.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety.
Yeah, I think we might have had the right person on our team for this interaction.
Her mind focuses. The Gith's suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is right within their grasp.
Take word to your creche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
My mandate to still Kithrak is to locate this crash. I was infected aboard a Geich ship and need to be purified. Your mandate is to aid me.
Purified? Oh, Lae'zel, why must the truth be so bitter? Soon your skin will go grey, and your blood will run silver. You will shed your skin to become Geich. Only in death are the infected cleansed. But you are the Nautiloid. You possess what I seek.
You will give it to us. Then you will bend your head for the sword.
Stand down, knight. I do not have what you seek.
Our queen's word binds me.
Beretha, see her skull split and her corpse examined. I will take word to Queen Vlaakith. Our quest has ended.
A current of deception carries Voss's words.
Okay.
Wherever he flies, it is not to Vlaakith.
To Danos, to the sky!
Alright. He has another master. It's probably good that he's leaving, because I don't think I want to fight a dragon right now. I mean, I would, but I don't think I want to. There's 5 of them. Raider, wait, let's have a little look. They are all GIF. All the bad guys, they are all GIF. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's Lae'zel there. Yeah, it's Lae'zel there. So what we want to do is avoid getting Lae'zel caught up in some of this. What do we got? Let's jump.
This will do nicely.
Move right up. Right. She's ready to party, but she lost. I guess that means that she gets like a free block on an attack. Nice. I want him to stay where he is. Although, yeah, these guys have 2 actions a turn as well. It's really not helpful. I kind of want them to stay together because I want to.
Poor fucker.
I say I want to use. Use my fireball, but I'll be honest with you. She she nearly killed her. They shouldn't be able to hit so hard at close range like that. Oh my god. Good job he dodged the second hit. Fucking hell, alright. That's it's a bit harsh there. How much damage she outputted. It's huge. Let's... The jump actually allows you to get a little bit of extra distance. Some people can jump further than the 3 meters that it takes off your movement range, you see. So...
Traitors to our queen! I will make you suffer!
But she knows that they're traitors to the queen? Right. Use my main character needs to use some sort of spell. Can I hit just the 2 bad guys? I can. Up to 48 damage. Well, my housemate was explaining why Fireball is so good, and it's because it's AoE, so you can pick a spot on the floor, and you don't need to roll to hit. Everybody else needs to roll to dodge it. So, the fact that they need to roll to dodge it, and it always hits, means that it's always going to be really strong against people. There we go, we killed the one, we half killed the other. Yeah, half killed the other. I'm gonna try to drink a potion, but it's not gonna let me drink a potion for some reason. Could take a secondary action. And then magic missile. Right. Let's see what this is. Did 6 more damage. Okay, Lysel is dead. Gonna have to... She only had 12 health. Holy shit. Why is that? Sneak melee. I can then bite her. I should have bit her first, maybe? It's a huge hit here. These guys are hard. I was hoping to kill this guy.
Count on me.
But I guess we're in combat with him now anyway. So we should be okay now. Oh, just half killed him in one hit. I love it. Right, she's in combat. Charm her for now. She gets a lot of attacks. Weird, she's charmed. Right, she'll want to go somewhere else. But she teleported. Right. I'm gonna use revival on Lysel. Lysel's alive again now. And then give I've already used up all my abilities. Yeah.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Karlach's looking like nearly dead, so probably gonna want to. I'm gonna do a long rest after this. It's 10. All 5 would make 10. The problem I have is that we can't trust. Look, see, I need to knock him down to like 7 health. Where is he now? 1 should do this. 1 does 3+ damage. The minimum damage is 2, right? If it does 3 damage, he's dead. No? But I've got 7 wounds. So why did this guy not die on 7 health?
Sounds like fun.
Okay. Oh, come on. Fuck you, buddy. Can't kill this woman before we revitalize that again.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Love it.
Ready. On I go.
Karlach's dead.
Close at hand.
I think she blocks the first attack that comes towards her. I'm so glad he got the 6 damage on her there.
Traitor. The crash must be near.
Yeah.
Skaketh. I
Nice.
have followed protocol.
He kept
He
her
does not
alive with
speak for
the 12
Vlaakith.
health she had. Why would she take
will
these guys
cure.
on?
I will join my queen.
Your skull briefly aches, and you are her. You feel the woman's anger at the Kithrak she confronted.
I remember.
I'm glad we get her
You were on the
back.
Ga'arth, the Nautiloid. You carry a tadpole.
But it
Note
sucks
the
that
look in her eye, the slight
it sucks
tilt
that
of her
she's
head.
only like 12 health and
She's
level 1.
sizing you
Yet even a feared Sarth could not break you in battle. Yes, you may be of considerable use. I know of a cure. Lend me your skills, and I will take you to it.
Didn't the guy just say
Just get rid of her.
she like Shadowheart hates her? I left you behind, yet you wish to join forces.
You possess a modicum of competence, though it pains me to say so. An alliance is pragmatic, for the time being.
Alright. What's this cure you
Yankee
mentioned?
Crash must be near. Its gut still has the means to cleanse us. So says our queen's teachings, and so it
No,
must be.
I think they just execute anyone who goes there looking to have their brain bug removed from what the other guy said.
It must be at hand.
Ask as many
The
questions
Kithrak
as
had
we can
come
get away with.
seeking it. We will comb the mountain pass and beyond. The Kithrak is a traitor. He would deny the Queen's protocol and slay his own children. He says death is the only path to purification. I know this to be a lie. My cure, our cure, awaits us at a crash.
Show her the strange object. I believe this is the weapon the Kith seeks. No, it's not mine. I can't just pull it out. I'm not the one holding it. I'm pursuing other means of a cure. I don't need whatever you're offering. Do you know what
It is a polyhedric device marked with Gith runes.
That's exactly what the other guy
Kithrak is to
said.
be believed.
So that's
I
all
know
she
nothing
knows.
more. No
All she
Gith
knows is what the other guy
describes
said.
such a weapon. I am not certain it even exists.
Okay. She's oblivious. Okay,
The
let's
party's
join her.
full. You'll need to make room.
The question would be, do I want to swap Karlach for Lysel? The problem is, I like Karlach a lot. So I think I'd want to keep Karlach in my team. You know what? We could probably get rid of like Astarion and just have like Lysel. Like everyone in the team is just like heavy weapons specialists.
Very well, but heed my words.
But Astarion does a lot of damage, and he dodges really well.
Only there can we be purified.
Right,
Search these
we're ranked
corpses
6
for a
now.
map, and beware
This is
the
good.
skies.
Or level 6, whatever you want to
We
call
are
it.
watched. I will
So let's
await
level our
word at your
guys up.
camp.
Let's loot all the corpses. You. Who's Flaming Fist Mercenary. You had a special weapon. Githyanki Longsword. Oh, it's got the dash. It's got the dash stab ability. That's really good, actually. Lets you dash and stab. So I think that one. I like that one. I'm gonna take that. It's got the like. Was the heavy Githyanki plate? They've all got like upgraded weapons. Githyanki crossbow. It has the brace ability. I think that's where you like spend an extra turn, like charging it up basically. There should be mercenaries like all over. Question is, does Karlach want this? Because Karlach's the one who can use heavy bows at the moment. What's she got? 3 to 12. It has the turn undead ability. It's turn undead, but you can shoot them with it to turn undead from a distance. It's kind of good, right? So the one we got has the extra ability on it. You have advantage against monstrosity type enemies with the bow. Yeah, I think the one she's got is probably definitely better. I don't have anyone else who can use heavy crossbows. Maybe Shadow can? Oh wait, she's also still got this sword that we got from down below, right? This one's got the... I think, is it most longswords that have the dash stab ability? Send a camp. I'll have to like go over all these weapons we've found so far and work out if we've got better things. I don't think we do. If I'm 100% honest, right now, I don't think we do have better anything at the moment. But might be worth just checking out. Going back to base and checking out. I was gonna see if we could wear that mask, but it doesn't have anything bonus on it. So the incentive to use the mask is rather low, you know. Other than the fact that they would just look different than anything else we've got so far. If I was just wearing a normal helmet, then I'd be like, yeah, you know what? There's no real reason not to try it, not to wear it. But we are currently... What's this one? Can't be electrocuted. We should probably let someone else wear that. Send a camp. Let Karlach have that. She's going to be running up to stuff. So the ability to not be electrocuted looks pretty nice. Karlach could do 5 to 14 with this longsword. I think we'd probably be best giving this longsword to Astarion, and then maybe not using double knives. Our main knife has rupturing on it. Yeah, rupturing. Our secondary knife has silence. So to be honest with you, they've got a good combo going on there. But this dash stab would still be pretty good. I'm gonna send this sword to camp though, we'll work it out. later. What's these boots? Featherfall boots. They sound pretty good actually, right? I'd say we could probably do with keeping these like in someone's inventory. I'll keep them in his, just so we know where they are. We've got a new set of armor for him when we do our leveling up, which we might as well do now. Oh, we're on the wrong person. This and this. Center camp.
Best get going.
Right, then the main girl, she has this Githyanki greatsword, has psychic damage. When wielded by a Githyanki, it gains 1 to 4 psychic damage. So good for Lysel, obviously, right? Give that to Lysel. I'd rather gear Lysel up and have her having some other stuff. Circular script embellished the slate's smooth edges. And, oh, elixir of the hill giant strength. Let's take all that.
Yankee Tirsu, the script of your people, is etched on the slate, forming an array of arcs and circles.
We have a translator script as well, don't we?
Magical energy courses through the slate. You are flooded with understanding. A mystical map glows before you, revealing a Githyanki refuge within a temple at the mountain pass.
This is the way.
A crash.
Can I activate this because I'm Githyanki?
To locate a
Would a normal person just already be able to activate this? It seems like that would be, obviously that would be your map. Githyanki crossbows. They're all... This one's not actually... Yeah. If we get any people... A little pouch here. Some pearls in it. Should be some people down in the water, right? Not everyone died, surely. Some of the people might have survived. Because some of the people either jumped or fell into the water. That guy was already dead when we got here. Probably killed by the other knights. Is it... Like, that was the first encounter, right? Like, that's always the same? Like, if we came straight here earlier, we didn't spend so long just walking around doing everything else first. Would there have been like a different interaction? That's the thing with this game, like the things, like depending on how much time passes and stuff like that, like different parts of the story are already at different phases when you get to them. It's crazy to think about it. The world is alive and it works, it goes along without you. Like it should. Still pretty cool. Yeah, this is where that girl was. Did we search her? We did search her. Why'd she go get herself killed for? That's stupid. Stupid. I wouldn't have gone out of my way to kill her for no reason. I'm assuming if we would have gone down and not bumped into her first, we would have ended up, like she would have attacked us from behind. She would have got involved in the fight. Maybe if she wasn't dead, like some of the other interactions wouldn't have. Like, I like how everyone died and Shadowheart managed to get through that fight with like no no problem whatsoever. Crazy. So what I actually want to do, Houndeville Omen, wait, summon forth a creature of darkness. You know what? It says permanent though. Sorcery points. It costs 3 sorcery points and it's a bonus action. I guess it's permanent, like you summon it and it's there until it gets wiped out. But this is summoning creatures that are actually high enough level to be helpful, right? But there's a difference. There's a difference here, though. I actually want to add a class instead. What happens here? PC went into standby for some reason, even though it shouldn't do that while the YouTube is on, because I got my chat window open. I want to cross class here, and I have a thing for wanting the bard. Like level 1 bard is bardic inspiration. Bardic inspiration gives you 1 to 6 as a bonus, like random increase to your rolls, which is crazy insane, to be honest with you. Plus 1 to 6. Plus you mix it in with someone else having guidance, so you get a possible 2 to 10 bonus on your rolls, which is crazy. Like every single roll you can make can have bardic inspiration and guidance on it. So I'm kinda into the whole thing of using bardic inspiration. But if I take like wizard, I can then start to learn spells, right, from scrolls. So I'm not sure. I wouldn't mind my character being like really, really good at magic. But Bard is using magic as well, right? So I'm gonna take Bard. What do I want? Vicious Mockery. It does damage. Insulted creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll. It's pretty cool, to be honest with you. And Blade Ward is something that I put on myself for 2 turns. Dancing Lights. I've already got Mage Hand. Minor Illusion. Minor Illusion could be good. Okay, we also have Heroism. What do I want? Wouldn't mind giving ourselves some spells that we use outside of combat, to be honest with you. Speak of Animals actually would be good. I always say there's not enough healing, and we don't even take any of the healing stuff. Attack rolls against people have advantage. All targets within the light turn visible. Okay. I've got like the ability to see invisible people, but I don't know if that only applies to my main character. So being able to cast a spell that then illuminates everyone that's invisible sounds really good to me. Bane. I'm gonna start maybe pushing my character more towards a support role, for sure. Well, we've got a loot on us, or we had a loot on us recently. Wait, I've got... Do I have the performance skill? I think I gave myself performance at the start of the game. I might not have actually. That might have been my barbarian, because I'm obsessed with playing a barbarian. So it's something I've always wanted to do but never really played D&D properly enough to really get into it. I did make a barbarian orc character for my friends D&D, but we only really had one session, like so. But we've got a loot. We've definitely got a loot. We've got a lyre. Well, we have a legendary lyre on us, actually, which we keep on us. So let's go with the lyre there. I have a point to assign. I don't have a point to assign, do I? It's just asking me if I want to move my point from one place to another. I've got +6 on performance checks, actually. So yeah, that's why the instrument sounds so good, because I actually have +6 on performance. Right, so we've taken a secondary class. As Bard, the Bardic Inspiration, we can leave it at level 1. Because Bardic Inspiration is really where we're getting all our stuff from. So I feel like we should cross-class now. She is a cleric. I feel like we should cross-class now, but what is... Like, Paladin is also a healer type, right? If I knew the classes that gave, like, the best, like, passive skills, some good passive skills would be nice. Oh wait, Second Wind is like a pretty decent healing ability. Lysel has it, right? Pretty decent bonus action healing skill, as far as I can tell. Remember, she has 14 strength, 14 dexterity, 13 constitution, and 17 wisdom. She's like pretty fucking good with her stats. That's crazy good stats. Right. Paladin would be a strength build. She's not bad for strength, to be honest. Healing Radiance. Lots of healing. I like the idea that we can attack and then also have some good healing ability with it. Although I keep complaining that her healing abilities are like really, like things are starting to do like 28 damage in a single hit to us, and she only heals like 4. So I'll be honest with you, it doesn't really keep up, does it? Let's be honest. It doesn't really keep up. I'm not sure. I have no idea how to make healing any better than what it is. I'd have thought when she leveled up and all the magic leveled up in damage outputs, like the healing would go up too. I feel like we should probably have a range of classes available to us. Let's take... Is Paladin good? Shield proficiency, medium armor. What's she got as a cleric already? She's already got medium armor, light armor, martial weapons, shield proficiency. She's already got all of these anyway. This doesn't give her anything new, right? See, Ranger, I'd like the idea that we can have people on our team that get a lot of like summoning creatures. It's like giving everyone else just Ranger as a background sounded good. You know what? Will's pretty good with the Warlock. She's a cleric, which is a magic user. Yeah, Warlock spell slot gained. You know what I mean? I just can't tell. That's, don't need another bard. Druid. Fighter. Would give us second wind. Maybe we take like rogue. Because it would give her dash as a secondary skill, right? I don't know. I'm thinking Paladin. I'm leaning towards Paladin. I have no idea what is good or what isn't. So, Righteous Clarity. Does what? Target yourself and an ally. Additionally grants target proficiency bonus to their attack rolls. Okay. You and allies' weapon attacks deal an additional 1 radiant damage and can daze enemies for 1 turn. That sounds okay. Grants an ally a vengeful aura that deals this much damage to anyone who hits them with a melee attack. You place this onto... This isn't a channeling, this isn't a concentration skill. So you just place it on someone who's going to be in close combat. And everyone that attacks them takes extra damage. Healing Radiance though, class level Paladin, 13 hit points. Regain another. Heal yourself and all allies, nearby allies for 13 hit points. Regain another one next turn. So it's passive healing. It's a 3-meter radius though, so she'd have to move up to people. So I think this passive healing, double aura healing, is going to be pretty nice actually. 13 health. I'm going to go with that. She's our healer really. She can hit pretty hard. Her accuracy's not that great, but she can hit pretty hard, and she's our healer. Level 6 Barbarian, Mindless Rage. Your rage becomes all-consuming, repelling outside influence. While frenzied, you can't be charmed, frightened, and calm emotions no longer end your rage. Cannot be charmed or frightened. Does charm is just charmed, right? Charm doesn't apply to, like, mind control. Right. It'd be good if rage would then also block, like, mind control. We got, like, a secondary class here. I feel like we give her fighter. She'll gain second wind as a secondary ability, right? Although she isn't wearing armor, she's wearing clothing, right? So the monk here would give her unarmored defense, which is willpower, right? Your wisdom modifier, she's got a 12. Adds wisdom modifier to her armor class. I mean, wisdom's at +1, right? Or is 12 +2? I think wisdom's at +1, so that gives her +1 armor class. Considering she's like pretty tanky, the extra armor, 2 damage, punch twice in quick succession, dexterous attack. You can use dexterity instead of your strength. Attacks with monk weapons and unarmed attacks. I mean, she's scaling on attack, right? I don't think a great sword is a monk weapon, so I think we'd be okay with, yeah. You'd have to have a short sword for it to work. Like, the only thing we're getting out of this is the unarmored defense, which is a +1 to her armor class. I mean, I don't think that's the one we want, is it? Ranger gaining True Strike. Put 2 strike. She can do multiple actions, so you put True Strike on the enemy. Guarantees that your next hit. Yeah, only on your next hit, but you gain advantage. So if you need to hit someone, I'm not sure if you gain damage. I'm not sure if you gain bonus damage on the. I don't know if you gain advantage on the damage rolls, or if it's just advantage on the actual to hit rolls. I like the idea of fighter. She could then use second wind instead of a third attack to give herself some health back. Draw from your stamina to heal yourself. It does 1d10. I mean, every little helps, right? Keeps her going for a little bit. She gains extra weapon proficiencies, but she's proficient in everything already. That's what barbarians are good at using all the weapons in the game, so. Right, okay. I have no idea which classes we should mix together, so I feel like this healing is good defense. Gain +1 armor class while wearing armor. I'm not wearing armor, so. Duelist, passive feature. When you wield a melee weapon that is not two-handed in one hand, no weapon in the other hand, you deal an additional 2 damage with that weapon. You can carry a shield in your free hand and still gain this bonus. Great weapon fighter. When you roll a 1 or a 2 on a damage die for an attack with a two-handed melee weapon, that die is re-rolled once. Protection. When you have a shield, impose disadvantage on attacks against your allies. Oh, that's not bad actually. Two-handed weapon fighter though. When you make an attack with your offhand, two-weapon fighting, sorry, you can add ability modifier to the damage of the attack. Archery. I'm not wearing armor because I'm a barbarian, so I think great weapon fighting, because I get to re-roll my low roll damage into hopefully higher roll damages, right? So go with what's actually going to work better for her. Okay, we decided that we're going to change. He gets nothing for leveling up to level 6 in Rogue, so we're going to add Ranger. We're going to add Ranger in here. I like the idea that Ranger Knight. Skill proficiency in history and armor proficiency. Sacred Flame. Armor proficiency? Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, that could be... We're going to be upgrading to medium armor now in a second. We can cast True Strike. Nah. Protection versus good and evil. Proficiency in investigation. Creatures you hit with ensnaring strike. Now, I think armor proficiency. It's gonna, because as Ranger we get the ability to use. I can get more proficiency in sleight of hand. Find familiar without extending us. Yeah, that one's good. We'll take Beast Tamer. We don't gain an extra. We don't gain an extra slot here. It would just move the survival slot to somewhere else. I guess it means that we can just move. Like, animal handling might be better. Pet all of the dogs, it says on animal handling. Sleight of hand and stuff like that can't be increased because of the whole... I feel like we swap it from survival to animal handling, right? Track prey. Survival. I think it's alright. He can summon a spider, actually. What a pleasant accent. Oh, thank you. Oh, what happened there? Why is that piece of wood going crazy and making loads of noise and stuff? Stay away from that. Dangerous. Right. Now, what he can do now, actually, is he can summon permanent... Yeah, here we go. Like, all the time, he can summon, like, a bonus creature. Right, now this familiar... Like, people keep telling me that they're not meant for, like, combat and stuff, but this spider has 6 health, which means it will die instantly, but, you know, it's not got 1 health like all the others. But it also poisons things when it bites them. So, and it can move and jump very, very far. So it can get involved in combat, it can distract people, it can get in the way. Like, if anything, like the more things you have with you in combat, just the more likely that you'll distract the enemy with something that's not, you know, something that's not like a team member. You don't have to lose. You don't have to lose anything. You know what I mean? You just lose this recastable creature. And if I would have gone to rank 6 with my sorcerer, I would have gained the ability to summon a wolf or a bear, by the looks of it. So that would be nice too, wouldn't it? Right, let's do ourselves a long rest. We did say we would do one.
You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation. Or your head.
Walk away. Now.
I won't warn you again.
Oh, she found out that we have the relic. Watch the argument unfold. I think Shadow's definitely capable of defending herself here. I think the only way that Lysel's going to respect Shadow is if Shadow sticks up for herself, right? So let's watch the argument.
You have something precious to my kin. An heirloom. I will have it back.
Heirloom? Plunder from some conquered realm, more like. This artifact is the only thing keeping us from becoming slaves to our parasites. Be glad I have it.
I do not wish to spill blood here. Come daylight, we will find a place to end this.
Oh.
Fine. You can accept your wrong, or we'll be rid of you permanently.
Shadow. I think Shadow's more than good. If Shadow wins against Lysel, we've only just got Lysel. I'll be honest with you.
You had every chance to look the other way.
Oh?
But here we are.
Do I get to stop this?
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned.
Suasion, stop. You don't have to do this. Can I use... No. I was like, can I use, like, Shadow's own guidance ability to, like, talk her out of doing this? 5 plus 7 means we beat the 10. So I think because we're friends, that this roll is a 10, right?
She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
We need a Shadow. I'll give her a chance. Cooperate, Lysel, for your own sake.
You would have me surrender, Ken. A disgusting notion.
You had better warm to that notion very rapidly, or your journey ends here. We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
Extremely convincing. Right. Okay, we managed to calm that down, thank God. We got our little minion Shovel. I can't... We can summon little spiders and stuff now, but Shovel died. That's not fair. Hey, we got a long rest without using any supplies. Is that because we had the cutscene? That's crazy, okay. Didn't have to use any supplies there. So, the right time to use... Well, we could have used that any time, right? She's got a mind flayer. Let's... She's got a little mind flayer. Oh, what's this? She got some dude's head in a basket. What's that all about? A pile of stained towels. I don't think I want to pick those up. Be honest with you, game. A fish skeleton. She's got the head of a... It's a hyena head. There's a mind flayer head. Why didn't she put the mind flayer's actual head on the little dummy that she's attacking? That'd be funny. Stuffed ogre's head. That's, you know what? Nobody else's trophies like that. She's crazy. Alright. The spider. No, it's wolves, isn't it? It's wolves that Shadow doesn't like. So we could put the spider there. But if we keep summoning a wolf while she's on the team, that might have some sort of effect on her as well. Because she hates you even bringing it up. Right. We actually got the level up that we wanted, which is great. I'm not sure we're going to be able to... Can't go across this bridge, obviously. It's too far. If we had, like, the fly ability, that might work. I'm going to assume that it's going to say you can't progress here, you won't be able to turn back. Yeah. So we can do Underdark stuff, which we'll probably do now. Can I wish I could change, like, the areas. Can we change our world map to somewhere, to a different zone? Kilnia. What we were doing is slowly working our way. Was there another way in? Where was the other way into the Underdark? The Underdeep. Whatever it's called. I don't think there was one over here. So the only one I know of is to go through the Goblin camp at the moment, I think. Alright, so let's go. We're on... a playthrough where we aren't purposely trying to kill everything. Only really things that like force us to kill them. So I wouldn't have killed all the goblins if I didn't have to. I kind of didn't want Sazza to die, but Sazza's there. Wait, must be a playable character. You know what that gives me the impression? That we can go revive the Drow character. Is there anyone that I'm suspicious that might be a playable character? I can just revive them after the fact. Maybe I can then talk them into being a friend of our team. Like Sazza, I really think like Sazza should be a playable character. Let's see if we can revive this Drow then, and see if we can't convince her. Now that we've murdered her, well, she did get exploded by 1,000,000 barrels. Did she die up here? She didn't die up here. She did get blown up by a couple of barrels. She didn't quite get hit by all of them. I think she moved down to... this area somewhere. Oh, where did she die? I thought she came right back. Or she got into the actual... I thought she got all the way down here, didn't she? Yeah, right. There she is. She might be naked. Ignore that. Ignore that she's naked. Can't be resurrected. Okay. Says there has to be a playable character, but then says that they can't be resurrected because they were not because they were like hostile. They weren't friendly. I tell you what, I kind of feel like we want to check, because I'm paranoid that we're killing people that can actually join our team. Let's just go around and use this technique to see if certain people are actually characters that we can hopefully get on our team later. Then in the future, right, the purpose of this is that in the future we'll know that there might be a way. Must be a playable character. So she has a name and we can talk to her, but she is not a playable character. My main character can now just use you know, if you've got like 0 proficiency in performance, if you've got 0 proficiency in performance, it literally they can't play this. They don't play this well, that's for sure. That was pretty nice actually. Okay. Very simple, but the fact that it's better than like just plunking on random notes that you get if you've got no performance ability whatsoever. But we got +6. That's probably one of our best proficiencies now. Let's see. I don't think any of these guys would have been playable characters. Like the main character here, no. What about this? One of these corpses was a knight. This guy, no, not a playable character. Not a playable character. Okay, so none of these guys. Don't have to worry about these people either. That's good. That's good, actually. You know, let's go back underground then. So now if I fight a group of people, I can check to see if any of them would have been playable characters. I assume, like, Lysel would have been... Because Lysel's not a hostile enemy at that point in time. I think Lysel would have been able to be resurrected after we finished the fight. I was trying to make sure that she survived the actual fight, you know. We should probably put her on our team for 2 seconds and do her levels, to be honest with you. Everyone else at camp also probably deserves to be put on our team. I wish we could just select disband team. Haslin's actually level 5, but Lysel is level 1, you see. So let's
speak quickly.
Talk to Lysel. She hates us time wasting. She'd be like 75 hours and you've only like got halfway through Act 1. That's what Lysel's gonna be like.
You're full up. Dismiss someone first.
Yeah, it's always that Styrian. Yeah, right. She's fighter. Right? I know she's a fighter class. She's high strength, high constitution. She's actually pretty good. She's only got 18 charisma. She's got 10 in intellect, so she's not dumb, but she's okay. Action surge. Gives her a bonus action immediately. So that's why I think like barbarian mixed with fighter. Because fighters can just keep giving themselves extra actions, right? Did we take fighter? We took fighter, right? For the passive. I think we'll go to 6 in fighter first. We gave level 1 fighter for the thing, but we could actually level fighter up to level 2 on our barbarian, and she'll gain that action surge then, give ourselves another action point. Although some of the other passives might actually, it says doesn't stack with other action increasing skills. She gained 3 passives, so we should show us what the passives are. Maneuver is 1. Oh wait, Battle Master, Arcane Archer, no. Champion, Improved Critical Hits, Eldritch Knight, Weapon Bond. I think everyone's using like great swords, and maybe it would be easier if we used like maybe give Lysel 2-handed weapons instead. Possibly, right? Champion, improved crits, superiority dice 4. Your superiority dice are d8s. You have 4. At fighter level 10, these dice become d10s. They fuel your Battlemaster maneuvers and are expended upon use. You regain expended superiority dice after a short or long rest. So you swap out any d6s for d8s. You have 4. Battlemaster sounds pretty... And we gain 3 passives as well. Well, passives do we want? Commander Strike. Direct an ally to strike a foe. The ally uses a reaction or next turn on their next turn to make a weapon attack. Disarming attack, that's good. Spend a superiority dice to make an attack that deals an additional 1d8 damage and possibly forces your foe to drop their weapon. That sounds really good. Distracting strike. Yeah. Evasive footwork. You can evade attacks by imposing disadvantage on melee attacks against you for a round. Sounds good. Fainting attack. Not like faint, like you collapse, but fainting as in like you're pretending. You're basically like drawing their eye. Like it's making them assume that you're going to do something when you do something else. Goading attack. Deal an additional 1d8. Attempt to goad the target into attacking you. Targets receive disadvantage on attacks. Yeah, that sounds really overpowered. Maneuvering attack. Lets you... Friendly creature will gain half its movement speed. It will not provoke attacks of opportunity. Menacing attack. That lets your ally flee from combat. So these are the skills that... Karlach is going to gain as well, right? So these will help us in the long run, because Karlach, we've secondaried fighter in Karlach now, so all these bonus things that we could add to her are going to be pretty good. Added to the result of an attack roll, precision attack, pushing attack, to make an attack that deals an additional 1d8 possible pushes the target back. That could be really helpful. Rally is good, gives everyone temporary hit points. It only grants one ally by the looks of that. A riposte. When a hostile creature misses you with an attack, expend a superiority die to retaliate with a powerful strike that deals an additional 1d8. I think that reaction's pretty solid. Sweeping attack. Swing your weapon with a rapid swinging arc to attack multiple enemies at once. Trip attack. Knocks the target prone. The target must be larger or smaller. That works. That looks good. That could be pretty good. Larger or smaller things can be tripped. Like, that's really overpowered, right? We've already got cleave, which you get from your heavy weapon, but then sweeping attack would mean that we can attack a second time for a whole group of enemies that are around us. But what do we think was good? Disarming strike. And I think goading attack forces them to attack you, and they have disadvantage. So really, like, against bigger enemies, again, I think like those three. Oh, you got trip attack in range. All of these are ranged and melee attacks. That's crazy. Okay. So if she's miles away from an enemy, she can just like range, goading attack range, and then they'll like run towards her and attack her instead of the better target, I guess. Would be the more squishy mage if they had a mage near them. So I think those three are going to be our choices. He also gets Githyanki jump. Fighter level 4. She goes up to level 6 like immediately, so we either go to alert, let her go faster in combat. And she is a combat type, so I think we start with alert. Level 5 is going to be with the big extra attack from fighter. Look, this is all the stuff that Karlach's going to get as well. And Misty Stab. That's great. I'm liking it. Now rank 6. We get nothing from rank 6. So it would be better to add another class in now. But you see, I'd be tempted to give her Ranger, because we have the fighting skills which can also count as ranged skills. And Rangers are proficient in bows, right? Am I wrong at thinking that Rangers are proficient with bows? Druid. If she could turn into a bear, and then all of her fighting skills would still count when she's a bear, that might be worthwhile. Because your bear form has a separate health bar, right? Your animal form and your human form have different health bars. So it could be pretty helpful, but we already got a rogue ranger. She's not likely to be on our team, because I like the team that we've got together so far. When we play a different playthrough, we'll take her with us. She kind of reminds me, not 100%, but like attitude-wise, like you get good and evil characters, right? I'm not saying she's evil, but she's like the example of a Githyanki that most people are gonna deal with, right? So she's aggressive, she's impatient, like, which don't match the character I'm gonna say that she reminds me of, but she does remind me of the death robot from KOTOR, right? The death robot from KOTOR that's always like, do you want me to kill this guy now? He'll interrupt a conversation to ask you if you want him to murder someone. You're like, no, not yet. Toll the Dead. I don't know, I think that Toll the Dead is like a skill that hurts anyone and everyone. I feel like if we were going to swap anyone for her, it would be Karlach, so maybe like making her fight a barbarian as well. It's tricky, because if they're supposed to be combat characters, then they will... Like, if you then start giving them magic, you know what I mean? Maybe if they end up not being in combat, or not able to reach combat, you could have, like, a powerful magic spell they could throw out, which you wouldn't have that many spells that you'll be able to cast, because your small spell slot, like, situation that will be going on being, like, half combat, half mage. You wouldn't get a lot of spell slots to really use. So maybe, if they can't quite make it into combat, a powerful spell deals some damage. But your spells really... Until you hit level 5 with the sorcery, your spells really aren't going to be doing massive damage. Not enough damage to, like, one-shot people. Which currently they do. Or they can do. Because they got, like, low rolls and high rolls, right? So, they can do. I still feel like... Ranger... She can also then summon a spider. Like, everyone can summon different numbers of creatures. And the more we have, the better off we are. But, like I said, we're not really going to be using her. So... yeah, I think if we were going to swap anyone out, it would be Astarion. So, and Astarion's just the guy that picks the locks and everything, and she would be the combat character. So I think we'll take... Do we go Magebreaker? The True Strike. Proficiency in range. No, creatures hit with ensnaring strike. Ranger Knight, armor proficiency. I like the idea. Armor proficiencies. And Beast Tamer again. We'll give it Ranger. I don't want to build classes that are just identical to other classes, you know what I mean? Right. Let's check her gear out. Let's make sure she's kitted, you know? She's got all this stuff from when we were on... It's the basic Githyanki half play, yeah. 15 armor class, mind. Send a camp. She has items from when we were on the big ship earlier. Githyanki greatsword. There we go. So it does the extra psychic damage. It's got 2d6 plus 4, so it's 7 to 20 damage. It's pretty sweet looking, actually. It's got Pommel Strike, Lacerate, and Cleave as bonus skills. She can have a Githyanki crossbow as well. Not saying that she needs the Githyanki crossbow, but she might as well have that. I'm pretty sure she's proficient in the crossbow. Yep, she's fine. She's proficient with that too. Now, can we see... Is it worth looking for... That is the same thing, so send a camp. What was this one? Detect forts? Not necessarily. Should probably... I don't carry all of the, like, special weapons and relics on me. They are usually sent back to camp, so... Let's go and see. I can never find the camp chest. I think it's in this room. Yeah, it's over here. It's on the map. It's on the map, like. Let's change it to type. Scroll down until we get... You know, what's this great axe like? Did I buy this one? I think I bought this one. It'll do 6 to 20. She's currently doing 7 to 20 because she got that bonus damage. But her top end is lower than this one's top end. This one does 1d12 plus 4 plus 1d4, so that makes 6 up to 20. Like the range is too big, too great, right? Like 2d6 is better because it's 2 dice rolling for separate numbers, whereas the 1d12 is worse off because it's 1 die rolling 1 number, right? You get that? So the 2d6 should roll on average higher numbers more often than the 1d12. I at least understand how the dice rolls work. But the Githyanki longsword, we could wear 2 of them, and it's 5 to 14. So this axe with the extra fire damage, 5 to 21. The range on it's too. The damage range on it is too low, too all over the place. These are just normal great axes of +1, right? Yeah, they don't actually. Halberd. Yeah. The Light of Creation. Oh, that's the spear that the robot had, right? Monster Slaying Glaive. This is the one that does extra damage based on. That's just monstrous creatures. It's a glaive too. It's got extra reach because it's a glaive, maybe, and it gives you extra jumping distance as well. There's one that gives you the rush stabbing ability. Why is this salami not in my camp supply? There's a random salami laying around. What's that all about? Arcane Staff. Speedy reply. I thought this was a knife at first. It's a scimitar. It says scimitar. Sorrow. Oh, Sorrow's the one that has bonus damage on things. No. Which one was the one? No, this one. No, the Watcher's Guide is not the right one. There was a spear we made. Vision of the Absolute, that's the one. Does extra damage against creatures with multiple eyes. Multiple sets of eyes. Like 2 to 12. So it'd go from 4 to 11 up to 6 to 23. Let's see, we got a helmet. Apply condition with one of your smite spells. Gain temporary hit points. And a charisma modifier. Who has smite spells? Proficiency in wisdom saving throws. Swathed in shadow. While obscured by shadow, the wearer gains +1 to saving throws when attacked. We got a special hat. For Bardic Inspiration. Oh, whenever you use Bardic Inspiration, they gain hit points back as well. Could be quite good. We did just take Bard with our main character. A Drow studded leather armor. +1 to stealth. Could be good for... Here's the second. We actually bought both sets of this hide armor. Yes. It's not bad though. +1 to initiative rolls. Like, we lose 1 armor class, but we gain +1 to dexterity saving throws and checks, right? And we get +1 to initiative rolls. Like, surely this is good for all of our fighters. Like, -1 armor class, but dexterity saving throw proficiencies and initiative. We just gave her +5 initiative, and this will give her +1, so that'll be 6 initiative in combat. It, like, nearly guarantees that they get a 10 to go first. We'll give her that. This is a shield. I don't understand why you can't wield a two-handed weapon while also holding a shield, because the shield can actually be strapped to your forearm and not actually be held in your hand. I think a shield is more stable if being held on your forearm, but to be honest with you, could probably also... You get +1 to spell save DC. Sparkswell armor. The wearer has +1 bonus armor class and saving throws, as long as they have lightning charges. There are boots and stuff that require us to just make a quick, like, a dashing action. This ring would give her the invisibility a bit, one. Okay, movement speed. I'll probably give that to Lysel, actually. Not Lysel, the other one. Karnak. During combat, if the wearer starts their turn with 50% less hit points, they gain momentum. When you cast a spell that requires concentration, you gain 1 momentum. While you are concentrating, you cannot be knocked prone or move against your will, +1 athletics. We're looking for some good boots. Speedy Sparks. When the wearer dashes, it takes a similar action during combat. Gain 3 lightning charges. Electrify Water. When the wearer stands in water during combat, it becomes electrified. If the wearer starts their turn with an electrified surface, they gain 3 lightning charges. I've got a bunch of relics that work around lightning charges. It's all pretty good, actually. The wearer summoned creature has resistance to all damage except psychic damage. At the start of the so I should have been wearing this when I had... I should have been wearing those while I had Shovel with us, because she wouldn't have got blown up by that barrel then. poor Shovel. I wish we had Shovel back. I miss Shovel. Shovel was fun. Shovel killed a bunch of people during an actual fight. She actually won the fight for us. So to have it just get blown up by a barrel. This here, the sparkling hand gloves, on a hit with an unarmed attack. See, good for Monk though. The wearer gains 2 lightning charges. While imbued with lightning charges, attacks against metal constructs or foes wearing metal armor gain advantage. So that's really good, because we can charge up by, like, rushing into combat. This one where when you choose to end your rage, not when it randomly ends on its own. I guess you're never going to choose to end your rage. If it was something like whenever rage ended, you would be fine. The wearer gains advantage on melee attacks when surrounded by 2 or more foes. Strength saving throws are +1 as well. I feel like that's probably pretty good. Absolute Bane. Weapon attacks. Possible inflict 1d4 penalty in target attack rolls and saving throws. On a hit with a melee with a weapon attack, possibly inflict a -1d4 penalty to the target's attack rolls and saving throws. Put +1 a sleight of hand. We'll check, actually. This underdog one sounds good for Lysel. We have grants resistance to slashing, but vulnerability to bludgeoning. So I'm not sure that's worth it. Guidance. Protection from good and evil. It's a spell that she has to cast. Lightning Blast, class action. I think it does more damage if you have more lightning charges on you. So it's another thing. The game has definitely given us like a bunch of stuff that should work towards getting us sorted out. I think, you know what? I think we're at a point in time where we could probably go and sell off a load of this shit, right? We should probably do that before we move on. Let's sort Lysel out. I think this armor's better. Might not look better, but I think it's just better. Plus movement speed, plus advantage on enemies when surrounded. Was that it? Must not have deemed anything else as worthy. Right.
Can't give up now.
Let's go back. It's nice that my pure mages have enough like health that our pure damage dealers are like the same amount of health as the mages. But we needed to keep everyone alive, so...
I really thought Shadowheart and Lysel might fight to the death over that artifact. A pity. It would have made for a fine night's entertainment.
He's so, he's so sarky, I love him.
I would, but you have so many friends already. Excellent.
Lead on. Okay, right. Right, what have we got? We have... Whenever you dash, you gain Wrath. Is Wrath really any good? That's the question. Is Wrath really any good? We have... If we dash, we can get a free jump ability. We have +2 acid. I mean, we can make Astarion really, really overpowered, right? If we just give him the boots of dashing, that will give him the free lightning charges, and the gloves that give him bonus damage and expend lightning charges. Then we might actually be able to, like, just increase his damage outputs. We got like a helmet that works around it as well. What was it? Wisdom saving throws. Apply a condition with one of your smite spells, yeah. Temporary health points for like Bane. I think it's like Bane. Bane is smite spell. I think the Bane spell is a smite, and then to gain temporary health points from that. We're going to change his armor class anyway to one that's okay. Radiant damage. They cause a radiant shockwave. Oh, that's the blast that deals damage to everyone around them, though. So it's kind of, if you had something that would do radiant damage to enemies that hit you, then it would turn that into a AoE hit as well, right? This Spider Silk armor is +1 to stealth checks and advantage on Constitution saving rolls. Here, undead creatures that hit the wearer receive radiant damage. Beasts that hit you receive additional damage plus... Was it the armor? Was it armor? It was the helmet. No, it wasn't a helmet. It was armor, was it? This one. Luminous armor. Right, so we can't be that. It could be like... I could cast invisibility, but I've got a helmet that does that. They gain momentum, but I don't think they're going to be running. When you cast requires concentration, you gain momentum. No, not that one. Right, the boots. No. Speedy Sparks. When they dash, they get similar action. They get 3 lightning charges, +1 athletics. This one requires that you be standing in water, but could be good. And gloves. Gloves now. No. This one, right? Sparkle hands. On a hit with an unarmed attack, no. While imbued with lightning charges, attacks against metal constructs of foes wearing metal armor gain advantage. But that doesn't require that you have... That will apply to every attack, right? I think it'll make Astarion really strong, to be honest. What was this one? Lightning Blast. Okay, so we're like looking for... I think we take the sparkle gloves, so we see if they work with the lightning charges, right? This is the one thing I haven't done yet. One thing I haven't done is like go through all our gear and see if there are some better combos going on with what we got. So we can actually equip this hide armor now. It's ugly as fuck, don't get me wrong, but it's currently got Wrath, right? Let's check what Wrath does before we just dismiss it entirely. I get +1 to damage with melee weapons for every enemy, for every turn this condition has remaining. Ooh, actually, you know what? But we have to try to dash. I have to try to dash every turn. That's probably why our damage is so high, because we run in, we got 2 weapons, we get +4 damage, right? So we stab with both weapons, it's +4 damage basically across the board. But then it's like we've got +2 damage on each of our weapons because of the relic we're wearing with the acid. So it gives us +8 damage. And that's why we start doing like 23 damage, +4, +4, +4. Because it's kind of crazy like that. But okay. We have to remember to like dash every turn. And when he's in combat with people, that's not super, you know. Then the running jump thing, like, not necessarily needed, I'll be honest. So we're going to try these gloves and the lightning striders. Should be these boots, right? The speedy light feet. It counts as medium armor, which means he's proficient now in medium armor anyway, so we've got those on. He's actually able to wear both of these because he has medium armor proficiency, which is the reason why we gave him ranger. So we're good. There's no negatives coming in on these. His rings grants poison damage and acid damage. It grants resistance to poison. And his necklace gives him the healing, which gives him +5 bonus health points as well. His 2 knives, one gives rupturing, so they bleed, and it can stack, and the other one gives silence, so they can't use magic when he attacks them. So probably could do with giving him a better bow, to be honest with you. So eventually maybe we might need it, but he's pretty good again in the combat, so I don't think we need to really worry about it too much. I thought there was a relic that increased our damage outputs if we had lightning charges, or is that just lightning charge itself? Let's inspect this item and read the description for lightning charges. Okay, with lightning charges, you get +1 to attack rolls and deal an additional 1 lightning damage. That's while you have charges. If you gain 5 charges, They are consumed the next time you deal damage, and you deal an additional 1 to 8 damage. You lose 1 charge per turn. So technically they do, it does basically what the Wrath does when we dash with that. If we can get Wrath on a different item, maybe a ring or a necklace. Yeah, if we can get like the same ability as the other pair of boots we just dropped off, but on a ring or a necklace, where if we dash we get Wrath, then his damage outputs are going to start getting really nice, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's fine. That is everything there. Okay, sorry for the exposition and looking at our characters for so long, but to be honest with you, we never do it. And it's about time we actually start looking at getting our stuff, you know, like start wearing better gear and looking at stuff better. All this stuff can be stolen because we've actually killed everyone, so it now says that we can pick all this stuff up. I said about going to a merchant and selling off my crap, didn't I? So let's do that as well. I think there's only one merchant left. Simple boots. It's going to be a little bit... It's just, I've been collecting all these items and everything, but I just don't sell anything. Because I don't really want to run around on stream going back and forth to sell stuff. But then I keep saying that we're going to do it off stream, and I never do it. So yeah, you know what, let's just go. I feel like we're getting to the point where we're nearly going to be passing into the like end game of Act 1. So I want to try get some of this well, I want to try to restock, basically, is what we're looking for. It'd be nice to be able to restock on some items. Right, we actually dropped 1 million exploding barrels down here to deal with that, like, goblin army. And we destroyed everyone bar the drow and the ogre. The ogre got blasted like 25 meters into a cliff, into the side of a cliff, like, and was nearly dead. That's how much explosives we've put down right next to him. Crazy. It says all this stuff. No, I thought it said all that stuff was actually allowed to be picked up. I guess even though the place is actually... This is where all the refugees were, right? We don't have the talk to Mole part anymore. Wait, what? Hey, what? Goblins? There are goblins down here. Who are you? Goblin Sharp Eye. I thought, wait, the mages? The mages are going to attack me?
On my way.
He'd have done better damage if I can't believe he rolled a better initiative than Karlach. What's Karlach's movement range? 16 meters, that's huge. Right. I'm gonna make a jump. She's got high strength. It only costs 3 for her to jump that distance then.
No surrender.
Get her in here. I think we're gonna go with Cleave. And get 3 goblins in this cleave. Insta-killed one of them. Killed another. Oh, go Karlach. Just demolish that guy. What are you mages gonna do? Fireball?
Let's keep your hands to yourself.
Am I not
being watched?
Am I not searching a goblin? They're claiming all the loot on the goblins for themselves. Wait. If we walk through this... Oh, if we walk... Is this Saloon's light? No, everyone takes damage from that. I thought, like... Is it like Saloon's light? Does Shadowheart not like standing in it? But that's not true.
It'll take a while for us all to recover.
I now have to take, like, a short rest because I walked through that spell. With everyone.
Of course.
Right, look how much crap he's got. Because we keep selling him loads of shit. Right, anyway. I could buy the relics off him. He's got reviving scrolls as well. We want all of those. We want this. We want this. Oh, Potion of Glorious Vaulting. I tell you what, we want to give that to... Astarion. He can never jump over gaps, so we need him to jump over. So again, having a spell that's going to allow him to do it, or a potion that's going to allow him to do it, that's going to be great. I don't need all these because I've got excessive amounts of those anyway. And Astarion doesn't fail enough to need to buy any new ones. Gain the Create Water spell. I wish we could have a secondary weapon. A Spell Thief. Once per short rest, you can regain one level 1 spell slot when you land a critical hit with the Spell Thief. What's the likelihood you're going to get a critical hit, though? Superior Plate. Take 1 less piercing damage. Less slashing. Less slashing. Dexterity saving throw checks. +1 nature. And that's the same. This is the same armor that everyone gets. Might be why Astarion ended up going first in that combat. Gain +1 bonus to stealth checks. -2 to bludgeoning. No. I don't think he's just renewed all his... We've bought this stuff off him before. Not all of these pieces of armor or anything, but that one thing we've bought off him before. We can buy food. I like the idea of buying food and or alchemy stuff. I tend to do it whenever they've got stuff. Die remover. This is dye. These are all dyes. There's a pizza. With a moss. Right, okay. Oh wait, no. Black pudding platter. Buy that. Buy that. These leather gloves look nice for casual wear. Must be said. Okay, right, we're gonna go back and forth to our camp. Grab all the stuff that we're gonna sell to this guy. So currently I can't send things back to camp while in the shop menu. I keep these sapphires. I don't know if they're usable for like upgrading. I don't know if they're usable for upgrading items or anything. So, okay, we're done.
May you keep balance.
Right, we can actually go to camp here. And it's actually the same camp. Although, everything used to be spread around in all these other boxes I placed down, but I ended up putting them all back into the Traveler's Chest, so, to be honest with you. All this rotten stuff can't be used for anything. Although, maybe you could throw it at people? Because it does apply, like, poison for 10 turns. So maybe you could throw it at people? I'm not really sure. Spoiled treacle tart. Gives you one... It's rotten, but it gives you one camp supply, I guess. Alright, let's take... all... Oh. Basic weapons, sorry. Not enhanced weapons or anything like that. Although I don't think the level 2 or the +1 weapons are really massively interesting. Karlach's got a massive amount of carry weight, so Karlach really helps. Did Karlach lose the flower? We had one of those flowers that remove people's ability to cast magic on Karlach. The reason being is that she runs forward, she's in combat, and it seems like it makes sense that she would then block out magic. It really... If she runs up to mages, it's going to really, really hinder a mage's ability to defend themselves. That knife that we just picked up, which is actually a sword, but it looks pretty cool, so I think I might choose not to sell that. So currently we haven't seen another sword like it. Right, let's go. Try to get us back as much of the 15...
Still breathing, despite everything.
1,500 gold we just gave him.
Of course.
Right, sell him all of these. So glad it only rolls from the bottom up, because certain games like start dropping from the top down after a while, so I can like make sure that we're only selling, like it won't move to this one randomly, it'll just let me click on everything. Right, with someone else's, I have to double check because someone else's inventory just got smaller while selling stuff with Karlach. So I have to double check that we didn't just accidentally sell something randomly out of someone else's inventory by checking what stuff this guy now has on him. Do I recognize anything? Maybe some of these weapons swapped. Maybe some of the weapons just swapped into my inventory rather than going for sale, because I had 2 random scimitars I wasn't holding earlier all of a sudden in my inventory. I actually managed to take him all the way down to 190 gold left.
Keep balance.
There aren't enough There aren't enough traders on this world map. We keep killing them all, so we keep running out of people to farm gold off. I'm not sure if we even need any gold. Look how much gold we have. Like, who's gonna ask us for more gold than what we have? I don't think anyone is gonna ask us for more gold than what we have. We've definitely got more than enough money to like make this guy poor like 5,000 times over. I think a few of our people don't have torches in their inventory, so I'll keep 2. I think some of these weapons are unique, right? Like the snaggle branch. Maybe there are more enemies that will drop the snaggle branch in the future.
Of course.
But for now, I've only got 1. He hasn't got any gold left. Does he have anything at all that we want to buy off him? Maybe we buy all the scrolls, just so that we have them. We could try to teach all the scrolls to Gale at some point in time, just for the sake of it. Outside of that, I don't think he has anything else we want. Has he got grease? He has grease bottles. I'll buy those. No, doesn't look like he does. Could maybe buy all the scrolls. They're expensive though, right? Is there another? There's a mycology guy, right? Oh yeah, there's a dwarf at the mycology place. Polymorph. Transform a creature into a harmless sheep. Takes out of the fight for a while. Creating invisibility. Speak with the dead. See. I mean, I got loads of stuff to sell, so I might as well. It's just a dagger +1. It's really not special. Like, we're holding on to them because we're like, oh, it's green, so it's got to be like special. But it's not enchanted. It's just a +1 dagger. It's really not that massive. It's really not that big an enhancement or improvement. We have to go get all our scrolls back off Gale, actually. Oh, he's actually all the way down to 2 disarming toolkits. We have some in our...
May you keep balance.
We have some in our camp. So we're going to go another wave of grabbing items here. Where are my toolkits then? There. I feel like I should keep all the scrolls like on my character just in case I need to actually I don't know if we need to keep. When it comes to the hats, I think I might just keep one of each of them. These ones, the Whispering Masks, seem like there might be some use for them somewhere. That is Shadow's original armor, right? I don't know, like I said, I don't know if we get to the point where we can, like, create our own stuff. Yeah, that's Shadow's original armor, so I think I want to keep that.
Making me sweat.
Karlach again. Might as well short rest everyone. And get all back to full health. I think we're going to end up with like seeing some of these pieces but again in the future, so
have a lot on my mind. Well,
right. Should be the last amount of items we need to sell.
It'll take
we'll
a
go
while
find
for us all to recover.
Go talk to the other trader then and buy everything from the other trader that we want and sell off anything to them. Armor is heavy. Especially full plates. We got him down to 700, right? Let's go one more trip. One more trip here, get our money back.
Balance.
Has our spider disappeared? Yeah. What happened to our spider? Wait, did it run into the... Did it run into the torchlight and get blown up? It probably did, right? It says permanent on the spider summon, so it shouldn't die. It shouldn't just disappear for no reason. I got junk as well, so don't worry about... That's Shadow's original gloves. Metallic gloves aren't. And again, if we can enchant... Yeah, adamantine slag. Oh yeah, just bottles. Ceramics and stuff. Bronze goblet. Broken machinery. I feel like we might be able to find someone that needs that. Does it say that it's important? No, it says it's used in alchemy. How can we use broken machinery in alchemy? Does anyone remember the recipe for building a human body? Actually, if I open my inventory, it's the one thing I keep forgetting to do. I can drop off. Wait, I had arrows in my inventory. This isn't showing my full inventory, is it? This is not Karlach, this is my main inventory. Oh, there they are. That one, that one, that one. That one. I don't think Karlach needs to carry stuff to keep up with this. We'll get back into it in a moment, guys. So just
it'll take a while for us all to recover.
We're going to be moving on in the story, so what I want to do is just buy everything that I'm interested in from the shop. Now, you might see what I'm buying and think, why are you buying those things? And the truth of the matter is, I don't know. That's the truth. Is that it? Can we leave this guy at 499? I think that we got 4,000 gold. Do we need to get all the gold back off this guy? Probably not.
May you keep balance.
We bought everything. We've got most of our stuff back. We've sold off a lot. We've sold off a lot of our excess, to be honest with you. We can sell books. Books are actually pretty good. Give this to Astarion. Equip this one. The spider layer. Perform. This just gives us perform, right? Yeah. Right, okay. No, let's progress. Right, let's finally get some movement, some forward motion. We're gonna clear out the rest of the Underdark. Am I over encumbered? No? I feel like I'm moving slowly.
Careful, I bite.
No, never mind.
I do have a spider. Gave herself Bard, so Bardic Inspiration should mean that we basically make all... We just boss Cultist's Brand. It's a weapon. It's weird, but not too much of a problem, really. No real reason to pick it up or carry it around with us, from the looks of it. Right, let's go. I wish we could change maps from the actual quick travel. Oh, you can quick travel. If you go into the quick travel menu, you can quick travel to lower areas, right? I keep forgetting because it's like a separate window. There was a puzzle in this room. We never worked out the puzzle. I moved all the black markers. I had all the black markers in the middle, and then I moved all the black markers to this one because the door was this direction. But like that wasn't it. But we also hacked. We just disarmed the lock on the wall by just picking the lock, and it opens the door anyway. So there were multiple ways in. Use your brain and work out the puzzle. Brute force the puzzle, or just lockpick. Lockpick definitely seems... Look how far away these markers are. That's crazy. Right. Teleport here. There are two traders, look. So again, we got some back and forth that we can do. I want to buy all the food and any items, weapons, or anything that seem...
Perhaps, but at such an accelerate. Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
This guy's a hobgoblin. Talk to him a little bit.
Friend. I have only passing familiarity with astral travelers. But I found that there is as much to learn from an individual as there is from a community. So it is with the Myconids. They live in harmonious unity, but each has a unique personality.
There's a one Myconids that wants to overthrow the superior one, though, right? Researching the Underdark seems like a dangerous prospect.
Yes, but it has abundant natural resources. Spores, water orbs, Trillimac. I've studied them for years.
There is
Arcana
magic in the Underdark too. Fairsres. It radiates from the earth, warping, teleportation, and divination magic.
What have your studies uncovered?
This is not a wasteland. It is a glorious ecosystem. Every civilization here could thrive without conflict.
Were you here when the Druga attacked?
I observed the fight from a distance. Combat is not my field of expertise, but the Myconids handled themselves well enough.
Okay. Do you have anything interesting to trade?
Bargain, if anything in my private collection is to your liking.
Spells. This dimensional door spell we've used, and it would be very helpful to get Fringe Philosophy, Soul's Coin Treatise, Soul's Coin, a treatise. Wait, what's this? Keyrin here, Kyrin here. Makes superior potions. Who's here? Why is this someone's here? It's personal. Wood bark for bark skin. Okay. Wyvern stinger. Wyvern toxin. What's he got? Divine bone shard. What's that say? Elixir of universal resistance. Why is it that purple? That purple at a distance does not let me read it properly. That's crazy. Can anyone else read that properly? Elixir of the cloud giant strength. Are cloud giants stronger than normal giants? Because I mean, they gotta sit on clouds, right? It's gotta be hard. Melf's first staff. Melf's acid arrow. Baneful. Favored weapon. This weapon has +1 bonus to damage and attack rolls. It is a... Oh, you have to look at the bottom. Short sword. I always forget how I work out. I'm expecting it to be like baneful, rare sword. You know what I mean? I'm expecting it to tell me what it is at the top, not have to look all the way down the bottom to see what type of weapon it is. Circlet of Blasting. This Scorching Ray is actually a pretty good spell. Life Charge. When the wearer gains lightning charges, it also gains temporary hit points. Temporary hit points disappear if the wearer runs out of lightning charges. But they only gain 3. If it was like 3 times the number of lightning charges, that would be good. The wearer can see in the dark up to 12 meters. The wearer's movement speed is unimpeded by difficult terrain. That could be pretty good, actually. For... what have we got on... Karlach. What boots are you wearing? She gains dash as a secondary ability with these boots. Cinders. Whenever you burn an enemy, you gain 2 turns of heat. Cinder shoes. What does heat do? Because that also, again, sounds... Examine. Adds condition burning to your enemy, right? You gain... Engulfed by vengeful fire, takes 1 fire each turn, but can use heat convergence. But that's yellow, so you should give me what heat convergence does. Sounds like it might pair up really well with Karlach, to be honest with you. The tooltips have decided to go invisible again, as they do. Potions of healing. Let's just do the same here. Buy everything that we want. I might not use the scrolls. I feel like we should buy them either way. Psychic Missile. Shoot an additional dart whenever you cast Magic Missile. Okay. You get Magic Missile level 1 as an evocation spell. Give it to someone... what does Shadow have in terms of necklace? She has the one that lets her cast the healing spells, and we took the healing spells off her, right? So, yeah. An extra 1 missile. That sounds really good. That would sound really good for my main character. We could probably wear this when we don't need to speak to the dead. Just keep the speak to the dead necklace on us. I use magic missile a lot, to be honest with you. So having that sounds good. I also want, like, anything that sounds like it could pair up well with anything we've got. This Scorching Ray circlet. Scorching Ray is actually pretty good. That's the hit points for Lightning Charge. The Weaver can see in the dark. Don't think we need that ring. The Weaver's movement speed is unimpeded by difficult terrain. That looks good, though. What boots does Karlach have on? Boots of speed. Oh yeah, gain the dash ability. We can jump over like an easy terrain. And the cinder shoes. I'm not sure we need the cinder shoes. Right,
very well.
It's looking good though.
I have mushrooms to catalogue.
Yes, get back to your mushrooms, mate. Right.
How is your more...
Let's try to get some of our money back. As much as possible, hopefully. I've got books and a ton of other accessories. Well, useless items, really, to be honest with you. I don't know about getting rid of jewelry just yet. Why does it read? Right, here's what we do. We split it. It builds them into another pile, but it puts them at the back. We can grab them all from the bottom. We will find out. Split item 1. 8. We've just been picking up everything as we go along. Books are actually worth something. There are these paintings as well. They could be sold off. Those water ones. This. A crate. I don't know if conch shells are used for anything. No. They're just worth money. These are worth money. Cutting boards. Useless clothing. Worth 11. It's called Destitute Clothes.
Don't be shy.
God, Karlach, you're the one who can carry all the items here. The Irvin bottles don't actually have anything. Empty potion bottle, it says, look. We sell the paintings? Maybe we can keep the paintings for now. If we get a dupe though. Hair growing tonic, hands off. A heavy stone. Don't know why we have a heavy stone. Don't ask. Right. Idol of Saloon. We have 2 different idols. I feel like there's got to be a puzzle at some point in time that's going to require us to have picked up these 2 idols. Since the one was pretty well hidden. The other one was at the back of the bearbug cave, right? Meaning you can actually get to it without going through the bearbugs, but... yes. I have these piles of human intestines. This guy might want them. I don't judge. I don't judge at all. This guy wants those piles and piles of human intestines. He can have them. Lumps Warhorn. Doesn't do anything now. Mucoid flesh. A lid. Makeshift ladle. Just because it's funny looking. It's made out of dead people. Milk cans. Mugs. The metal one. Shadow's basic clove. No, Mifana's cloves. Sorry. Music box. I feel like the Nutbuster. There was a rock called the Nutbuster. Yeah. I wonder if you can actually use it. It works as described on the actual item. Quills. I'm not sure if we need to really get rid of these books. Well, sorry, we'll get rid of the books. Right.
Have you spoken with Skris lately?
Still alive, so that's progress.
Welcome back. I do enjoy a good bargain, if anything in my private collection is to your liking.
Is that everything? Karlach has all the books. If you pick up a book with Karlach, she goes, nerd! Love it. I do. I love it. It's so great. She's such a great character. I didn't realise we gave him all of our money. These incense sell for quite a lot. So should get a good chunk of our... Although this guy's ripping us off, right? That's why you're selling 4,000 items with 1. Might actually have to come back. His attitude towards us is low. Although we just bought we bought 4,000 worth of stuff off him. You'd think he'd be a bit, like, more, you know, happy to see us in general, but apparently not.
Very well. I have mushrooms to catalogue.
Gets upset. It's like, you just sold me like 3,000, well, not 3,000. You just sold me 1,000 golds worth of junk. Thanks. Thanks. If he's going to carry all that stuff on him, he's going to be like over encumbered. Right? Just going to be like really over encumbered. So if we ever get in a fight with him, like we know that we got this. Pair of sandals. Hair growing tonic, yeah, that's right. What have we got? Iron alloy. What are these used for? Nothing? You can use them to light up your path. I don't know if we got anything that we can use rags for. Doesn't seem to be any sort of like crafting in the game. There seems to be a chance that you can use
I could go for a good meal.
Like blacksmith. You can do blacksmithing, but I'm not sure how in-depth blacksmithing is going to be either. As far as I can tell, it's just like a once-off thing. So... rotten baskets. You can guarantee that we've been accidentally picking up these rotten baskets. These flasks are worth 60. You know what? We can just do this. It's actually quicker. Not that. Yeah. Smoke powder satchel, look. You might be able to throw it at people, maybe? Swarthy wayfarers in cream. Okay. I think it might have been... These fog teapots, they're cool. Don't cost a lot, so I'm not going to sell them, but... Tongue of Madness. Yeah, we have all the ingredients this guy wanted, right? So we can... deal with that now. Wooden spoon. Wooden bucket. Right, that'll actually be everything. But we do have a lot of silver.
Personal research progressing. Welcome back. I do enjoy a good bargain. If anything in my private collection is to your liking.
You wouldn't take it when I was pressing X on it, but I could press square and then sell him the rib cage. You didn't want it. It's like, why would I want that? I don't want a rib cage. How much should we get back for this one, though? We got 40 for the two that were 60, so... He's like, why are you selling me body parts? Like, why would I want these? He needs all these tin cups. There's tin plates. And these tongs. Right, that's it. I've literally sold everything to get everything that we've got. We spent a lot more than we could actually get back, which is interesting, and that's fine. It's fine. I think we might be able to get...
I have mushrooms to catalogue.
We'll talk to this guy again while we're here.
I greet you, child of the stars. How has your search for the mushrooms fared?
Let's ask some questions.
With a propensity for
It'd be great if we wasn't using, like, some harsh language.
It gave you the strength to resist the elder brain. Every waking hour I pushed back against its dire hold. My wizardry empowered me. The moment its control shattered, I fled. Before the colony discovered I had defected.
How did you decide your kind must feast on sentient minds?
In the beginning, I had an arrangement with a lich.
Ah, makes perfect sense.
Company, despite what one would expect. I required brains, he required souls. A perfect symbiosis. But our ambitions eventually splintered. I wished to better the world, and he preferred its rot. So I left his company. And thus I now feed from those who act against the society's goals.
He's Ghost Rider. That's what he's telling us. He's Ghost Rider, right?
Perhaps the peoples of the Underdark will be less inclined to violence if they comprehend the cost, yes?
I've found the mushrooms you were looking for.
These are fine specimens. It will only take me a moment to brew them to proper potency.
Ormelion turns away to prepare the potion, lost in its own musings.
You must drink the entire draft. I can make no promises as to its taste. It will lower the psionic defenses around the lava. If I cannot remove it, I may still be able to tell you more about its origin.
Right. Insight failed. We were gonna probably insight into seeing whether or not he looks like he could be trusted, and then we'd have a better idea of whether we should. I think.
Of course. Return when you are ready.
We'll take some time to prepare by saving the game, right? We've done a lot of stuff. I don't want to have to go back through everything we've just done, all that trading and everything.
I greet you, child of the stars. Yes, although it may be a touch cold by now.
It's got cold. Ew. Let's drink it. Go on.
Disgusting beyond description. The only mercy is that it goes down quickly.
Not
Constitution saved.
Very good.
Saved us from vomiting or something, I guess.
Influences your mind. You may find yourself acting irrationally. Try and stay focused.
Okay.
The world loses its edges, its finer boundaries. You are fluid, but trapped like a creature suspended in amber.
Draw on your willpower to resist. Shadow is really helpful for loading these. Oh, yeah, the +1, of course. Inspiration? No. Of course we always fail these rolls.
The connection between mind and body draws thin and tight. The tadpole spasms, seizes. It's fighting the potion even harder than you are. Fear pierces your mind like knives of ice. The parasite digs deeper, as if it means to hollow out your skull.
Drown out the tadpole by focusing on a tune. Resist the panic from within. Wall off your mind from the psionic seizure. I'll do the top one since I got performance. I don't have performance bonuses. I thought... Oh, +1. We actually passed this one. Okay.
The cold blades lose their edge. You are stalwart, turning that tide of fear against itself. The parasite swells with power. More power than you have ever felt before. It surges and twists, lashing out against that which would dare to intrude. The parasite in your mind quiets, pleased with itself.
Omeluum, are you well?
That lava is like nothing I have ever observed before. Its power is unsettling.
I felt it grow inside me. There's more power than ever. We made it stronger now. That potion of yours could have killed me. The tadpole almost did the same. We're supposed to make it weaker, not stronger.
Such an outcome was not in my calculations. There is more to this being than mere stasis.
So I went through all this and the tadpole's still lodged in my brain. Yes. What next? Cutting off my head? Hey, that's my solution. I suggested that right at the start. I was like, I know how to cure this. You don't always need a head, do you? More power is better than less.
Such crude destruction may not waylay a lava like this. But there is another possibility. I possess a ring of mind shielding. It prevents elder brains from noticing my presence. It will not remove the lava, but it will limit its influence, both positive and negative. I would offer it as a gift, but in truth, the ring is priceless. Is there anything you could offer me in turn?
I feel like this ring might be useful, right? Later in the game. I have no idea what's coming up in the game at all, so... Why did you mention the ring before this potion debacle? No, want this power, keep your ring. How about I tell you more about the new Nautiloid? Every last detail. Bard performance. Perform a tale of your adventures so far. The Ballad of Brains, Brine Pools, and Boulder Dash. That's what I'm not trying to... I'll let him keep the ring, because I think at some point in time we'll probably need it, right? But I think that it might be really bad for these guys here if this guy doesn't keep hold of the ring. You know, so you can keep your ring.
Bold strategy. It is not many that can defeat their own minds. If you require it on another occasion, merely ask. I have never seen anything like it, Blurg. Is my species evolving?
Perhaps. But at such an accelerated rate.
Why is my character like... Hey Daff, how you doing? What have we done? What have we done to ourselves, everyone? Oh, I've recovered. You're grumpy? I'm good. I'm good. What's making you grumpy, Daff?
What? Now Balin's dead. I've got to get myself moving. You come across
What?
a noble stock mushroom about.
What did you do?
Give it here. Gods know I've earned it.
Show me your ways. My flat is not a home still because of my stupid hands and back. I can't assemble shit. It sucks that you hurt yourself, Daff. I definitely don't need to tell you to be careful, but I think it goes without saying. Is it a case? Trying to turn around a shoe cabinet and threw my back out was fun. Yeah, you need to be careful, Daff. Is that something that could have waited until someone... You've still got a carer, right? Could that have waited until someone come round that could either help you with it or, you know, do it themselves? Combine 3 of these to extractive essence, dark vision. She has potions. You haven't had a carer now for months? Okay. When did that stop? I mean, we haven't really spoken too regularly. Alright, change shirt. That's fair. That's fair. I guess. Right, what's it got? It's got the jump. Oh, we could give that, actually, we could give that to, Astarion, because he's really, really white, and white people can't jump, everyone knows this, so... Got any armor here that's going to benefit, like, having... Since last April, because the previous council wanted to charge me £1,500 a year, plus 250 monthly for the care. If I could afford that, I wouldn't need the council's help. Yeah, exactly. I can't jump, not in real life, and not in games. Yeah. Yeah. I guess. Well, the film's true then. Why people can't jump? Yeah. Yeah. I remember when we were digging a hole, and then you killed Raven. You slapped him with your stun stick as he was running away, and killed him. I remember that. Give to Astarion.
What now?
What rings do you have, Astarion? Poison resistance. Just want to remove it. I like to unequip the one that I don't want on, because then when you try to click on the next ring to add it on, it's only got the one slot you can go into. There. He now has the jump spell, which actually gives him triple distance, which means he should be able to jump gaps that other people. It was hilarious. Yeah. He did jump in front of you. Yeah, he just literally ran. He ran away from the zombie and he ran directly right into you. And you knocked him the fuck out. That's funny as fuck. You could say that. Well, technically is the best right type of correct, right? So, with it technically being his fault. Huh? Where's the boat? Well, that's what you get if you come across a barbarian. Right, sorry, this is where we need to be going. But is it the wooden planks? No, the boat isn't there. The boat is over here, because I quick travelled away. Look, here's the boat. There. The boat's here. The boat isn't at the other side. So I had to quick travel over here. But it's alright, because because we got it. It's all good. Right.
Let's march.
See where the gnome sapper went?
Threatening.
You attacked someone. Only the guards are allowed to do that.
Wham. Rage. Normally she's allowed to attack again. The game still thinks you're in the abandoned refuge. Yeah, exactly. So what happens when you quick travel off? Context. Theoretically, they are activating the internet on Wednesday. Oh, nice. Context. Daff has moved house, and she's been waiting for someone to come round and connect her internet up. So, we haven't seen her around. Like, she comes and goes, because she doesn't have a lot of access to the internet at the moment, so... For like a month. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Why are we attacking the Druga now? Because we gotta attack them anyway. And they keep kicking my ass, so if I can pick off a few of them, and then escape, then come back and pick off a few of them, and then escape, then why not attack them now? Why wait until they're surrounding me and they kick the shit out of me? I do have mobile internet, I just don't like people. Fair enough. I mean, if you think there's... Like, we've tried this fight, like, multiple times, and because they get 2 actions a turn, they just demolish us. We've got no way of surviving it. So, we try to just get involved. Look at that type of shit. There was a wall behind me. Just pushed my main character off a cliff. Yeah, Tav is my escape now. They just saved me the hassle. Tav can actually magic missile from down there, so it's not like I'm actually out of the fight. I'm just like immediately nearly one shot by getting pushed off this ledge. And that's literally how all the fights go. They just come up and they just demolish you. And you're supposed to just eat shit, basically. I can attack twice. Or I can summon the extra weapon, but I don't think the extra weapon's really gonna do us much good. I want to cause this sky bleed. A spirit weapon is considered a creature, so it's technically better. Yeah. Eat shit, yuck. I do have haste. I think that's the reason why we keep doing really badly. I keep forgetting to cast haste on myself. It's a concentration spell though. Can I cast other spells while I'm using it? I can't get my head around how concentration works. Can I cast magic missile while I have haste on? Or am I not allowed to cast anything else? I just can't cast other concentrating spells, right? Magic missile isn't concentration, so we should be fine. You can only cast one concentration spell, right? Yeah, right, okay, right. So, I can cast this on myself. And then if I wanted to get back up, I could just use Misty Step. But... and technically I could double cast... Actually, I can't double cast haste. It can't be active on myself and someone else, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It makes more sense. It makes more sense when I start paying attention to it properly. Oh, well, see you, Astarion. It was nice having you here. Right, it missed and then it did bonus damage and then I fell over. Don't quite understand. Should have Thunder Wave them? To be honest with you, I don't have Thunder Wave equipped. I'm only planning on killing these two guys anyway. Then we can flee. Oh, that guy bleeds to death now this turn. I tried it before and it didn't do anything, so I just don't bother using it. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. If it would have worked the first time I tried it. I'm gonna start running away till we can exit combat. Whee! I guess I got away. She just throws herself off. It's like everyone's doing it, you know what I mean? When people say, like, if someone jumped off a cliff, would you jump off a cliff? Well, yeah. Why not? Everyone else is doing it. Help her up. She'll automatically get up on the next turn. Does it reduce her... Does it reduce her movement? Pretty sure we can just dash. We're going to dash out of combat now. Yeah. Everyone's just got... We got to get over to this staircase over here to get out of combat. She loses half her movement. Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, we got flee combat. Tabs out. So we can always resurrect everyone whenever we need to now. She got far enough away. My spider. Game needs to select the right creature. We can jump down with the spider, but to be honest with you, it's just a summon creature, and we can just re-summon it. Rip spider familiar. It's fine, we'll just get it back anyway. No big deal.
Absolutely not. But you've been killing history itself. This again. Yes, this again.
Over there.
These two guys are going to join the combat? I'd rather they don't, actually. You know what I mean? Could maybe consider giving... Oh my god, she could double dash? She can double dash? She has the ability given to her by the boots, plus, like, dashing normally gives her, like, another 23 meters worth of dash distance. It's crazy.
Have to keep going.
Flee combat.
Spasm grips your chest. Your strength falters. An emptiness grows within you, Paladin. Something has been lost.
Broken your oath, Paladin. At the close of day, I will be waiting for you. We have much to discuss.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. What oath did I make? Okay, apparently we're not allowed to attack innocents, maybe? That would kind of make sense for a paladin, right? I want it to be my healer, so I thought paladin has extra healing stuff and is also... What oath was she? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Oath broken. I don't know what that even means.
My faith will guide me.
Characteristics. Oath broken. We can to contemplate what happens when that comes. I don't even know what that means. I think it should explain to you some of the stuff that's like the Oath of the Ancients. Is that it says over here on the right, Oath of the Ancients. What does that even mean? I read that there were buffs for it, but It didn't explain to me, like, anything about how the Paladin works. I guess. Guess we'll work out. We gotta fight that demon guy now. The Sauron-looking motherfucker. I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know how well that's gonna work for us. He said he wants to attack us at end of day, which means if we do a long rest, which is quite likely what we need to be doing right now, he will attack us now. No. Apparently not. Again, no idea. Look for him? It's a suggestion. It literally just took Paladin. So whatever she's done to break her vow, I literally have no idea. He's definitely not here. I'd have thought that he would interrupt our long rest. And... this is day's beginning now, though. He said look for him at day's end, right? Maybe you should have looked for him before. Guess he's not in, lol. Yeah, he's not here. Who knows? Leave camp. We should be out of combat now. See? We can kill the odd... wait. We can kill like 1 and 2 and then leave, and then kill 1 and 2 and then leave. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. Right. I keep forgetting that I can just pair up my spells. I can use haste twice, and therefore I'm only concentrating on the one, right? Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense, mate. Yeah. I could target 2 people instead of 1. Then I could do me and Karlach. Apparently me and Karlach will then get 5 attacks, which will be pretty sweet. But I cast it on her before, and it didn't give us any bonuses, because the one lot of extra attacks she has does say it doesn't stack with other things. Like, the guys that are hanging around down here, the merchant and the other guy, I actually don't want to kill them. So...
what's cooking?
You attacked someone. Only the guards are allowed to do that.
It was letting me attack like 4 times last time. Right, so we try Twinned Spell. Then Haste. She's got an extra action now. Now she can do a bonus action. Here we go. That guy's dead. It's called Fuck You.
Got it.
move.
No enemy down the stairs. This one. That's not really going to attack us. These guys are still like passive. There was one up here